1998 Pontiac Grand Prix. Typical car. All 1997 to 2003 Grand Prix are basically the same. They all have the same headlight and parking light assemblies. On this light, one of the reasons we're replacing them is this light, the mounting bracket is broken. So if your car's had damage, it's one thing to consider. Many times the lights will go in, but they might need some force, and you'll see that on this car. On this whiteboard here, I've made a mark in silver. Hopefully you can see that. That's a reference point. How difficult is it to replace these? It's not difficult at all. Basically, you need 3 tools. You can do it, as long as there's not damage to your car, with a adjustable wrench, a pair of needle nose pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver. Okay? What you want to do is a little screw right here. You want to loosen that screw up just a little bit. Don't take it all the way out. Just loosen it up a few turns. Okay? Now you can actually use an adjustable wrench. These are 10mm bolts. So ideally you want to have a 10mm wrench. And you can see that the crescent wrench or the adjustable wrench will just go right on here. For the interest of time, I'm actually just going to quickly use a 10mm socket and ratchet. I've taken those 2 mounting bolts off. Okay, and the reason we did that, undid that screw, is because then you can kind of flex this and pull one side out. Okay, and then there's a tab in here that if you look down, you can see the tab. You can see a tab right here. Okay, this is the tab. That's actually holding, it's helping align the... Now you've taken the light out, okay, and now I'm going to turn it around. You don't really have to do this, but just so I can show you the connector. Okay, this connector is held on. Now take your thumb, or if you're worried about it, you could use a flat blade screwdriver, and you kind of pull that and wiggle it a little bit. And once it comes right out. Okay, and then there you are. Your light is free of the car. 2 bolts loosening the Phillips screwdriver and unplugging a plug. Okay. Very important thing to note. Okay, I've actually already done it on this new light. Here's the adjusting screws. Okay, this is actually what you use to adjust it. Okay, but this here indicates where the light's aimed. And what I've already done is just kind of by eye, I made sure that this post is sticking out about as much as this post. This one here, hopefully you can see all that. This one and this one here, so basically the same place as the original light was. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to switch over this harness. Okay, and it's actually really easy. So basically, that screw you removed earlier, take it all the way out. And again, just put your hardware somewhere so you don't lose it, although we're not really going to reuse it. And then this light just kind of pulls off like that. Now you got it away. This parking light has a little thumb tab on it. Push the thumb tab down, twist it, pull it out. This other signal has just kind of twists and pulls out, and then your parking light's free. Okay. Now, the only part that's at all difficult on this is this connector is pushed in to the back of the light. It's important that that wiring stays there. So what you have to do is you have to kind of reach back in from here with your needle nose pliers, and I can show you the clip after we get it out, and you just squeeze the clip a little bit and it comes right out. Okay? So I'm going to pull this off, and what you want to do is you want to do this kind of quick. Well, not quick for any reason other than to make sure that you just remember how the wiring goes. And all that does is you just kind of pull up on these tabs and unplug. You're unplugging the light. You're not even taking the headlight bulb out. You're just unplugging it. Okay? And then you can just pull the wiring right out through like that. Put these back into the new one. Okay? Now, you may get a headlight that doesn't have a bulb in it, so you may have to switch your bulb over. Okay, when you're taking the headlight bulb, it's important that you don't touch a headlight bulb in any form, as far as these halogen headlight bulbs go, because actually the oil from your hands, if you get it onto the bulb, it can basically blow the bulb out very prematurely. But these, old style bulbs, you don't make it a point to handle them with your hands. Use a rag, just to make sure they're as bright as they can be. Okay. And then the old one was kind of just pushed up in there a little bit. Make sure it stayed in place. Okay, I'm going to take it. The new light has a, you can see, do a little close up. Okay, you can see the little hole right here. This just pushes right into that hole. Okay, that just connects right there. Okay, and just like the old one, you take these protective coverings on these so that stuff doesn't get inside the light. Take those off. Okay, this, just pushing it in, turning it. Make sure it's secure. Okay. This one, make sure my paws are out of the way. Putting it in. There. So that's secure. Okay. And then again, so that you can see down into the teeth, and then push it. Okay. Put the screw down through. Make sure it goes down in there. Okay. So now I'm going to get this tight, but I'm not going to tighten it all the way up because I want it to be able to flex when I put it back in the car. And that light's in, that light's in, all the wiring looks good. We're ready to put it back on the car. So, connector. Okay, so just connect the light. Okay, plugs right in. Okay, so on these lights you want to put this tab in back here first. Okay, make sure that this part goes underneath. Okay, now it's all going in. And you can see, well, maybe, I don't know how hard does it see, but I'm lining up pretty good here, but this is not quite as good. And I believe it's because this car has a couple times been hit from the side, and everything's just a little bit out of whack. And so when we took a broken headlight out, it was, it looked like it had lined up perfectly because it had broken in place. So let me get my bolts. This actually requires just a hair bit of force. That's actually kind of normal. Again, if you wanted to, you could use a crescent wrench or an adjustable wrench to tighten these up. But again, just doing it a little bit quicker. Use something like 10 foot-pounds or 35 inch-pounds or something like that. So there. The new light is in. We still need to tighten up that screw. And go over and turn the lights on. Screwdriver, wrench, pair of pliers. And you're replacing a headlight on a 1997 to 2003 Pontiac Grand Prix. Turn the key on. Let's put the left blinker on. And sure enough, and the blinkers are blinking. So, thank you. I hope I helped you out.